check out this swanky envelope. Got Natlan written all over it, huh? Let's open it up and see what it says.
Okay, as you can see, 5.8 is finally here. This is the new event where you get the Bennett thing and new Claymore, new Archon quest, of course. The main reward, exploring, do something, complete the objective. I don't know. Yeah, exploration, explore area. So test runs for characters and new music and things. Of course, there's the battle pass reset. Also, yep, it's fine. And then obviously everything else that comes with an update that is super annoying to click all the way through every single time. It is so annoying. The new Yelan outfit, which is pretty cool. I don't have Yelan, so that's completely useless for me. um Game update, the mail, we should be getting Supremos, 600. Cool. This event this update quite literally came out was 3 minutes ago, and then obviously we have the most important thing, our freaking wishes. Now, I've said this before, I plan on going for Citlali. I want Citlali pretty bad. I wanted her since her release, but I chose to get Mavuika instead. So, and then obviously we have Inefa, who I don't know what Inefa does. I don't know if she's a DPS. I don't know if she's a support. I don't know if she's like a quick swap. I have no idea what she does. So, first and foremost, I want to do the test runs, right? I want to test run Inefa. I feel like this will be fun. And then after this, we're going to gamble because that's so Inefa is an electro support character who provides shields for teammates. Lunar charge. What the hell is a lunar charge reaction? When Inefa is in the party, when a party member triggers a hydro electro reaction, a thunder will be converted to a lunar charge reaction, and a thundercloud will be created. While the thundercloud is active, when enemies are affected by hydro and pyro, they will release electro damage. Okay, so it's off-field electro. When Nefa uses her elemental skill, she creates a shield and summons the multi-purpose smart assistant Brigitte to perform coordinated attacks. When Nefa uses her burst, she unleashes a rocket punch that deals AoE electro damage and summons the smart assistant unit to perform coordinated attacks. Okay, so she's like an off-field supportive, like, electro character. What the hell is a lunar charge? What is that? Like, obviously can you watch a video? Oh my god, I never realized that these are videos. I just realized that these are videos now. So is lunar charge a new reaction with specific characters? That's interesting. I assumed that that was coming at some point, but I know it would be now. So she's just an off-field electro thing. Crit damage. Elemental skill versus user increases attack. Does she scale off of attack then? I would assume her skill is the most important thing, right? Boom, 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 boom. Like, that was her burst. Her shield. The shield barrier absorbs damage based on attack. Yeah, so you want to attack with her. So she's another Lan Yan, basically. Well, not basically. She's built similarly to Lan Yan, I would assume. Obviously a little bit different because she's different, but Gilded Dreams, I would assume that they have the character's best sets on them, or at least like good sets on them. Her weapon gives more attack, so yeah, and she's a polearm, which is cool. Also, she doesn't look like a robot. Like, I don't know, there's nothing about her that screams robot. You know, they have to have the flowy cloak looking thing like all these characters have. It would be really funny if they, didn't have one of those at one point. I always like to do this when I get a new character, do all the normal attack animations and just see what they look like when you stop, because her hand turns into her. She has a vacuum. All right, that's it. What's her charge attack? Just a big swing. Why does her hand turn into a vacuum and get rid of her weapon? That's kind of weird. Like, her weapon just disappears and it becomes with the vacuum. That's interesting. Okay, let's see how this works. So you want to just kind of
Animal hypostasis emulation.
I guess we just kind of do this.
Rain outlines her feet.
Yeah. I mean, this seems pretty good. I don't know what lunar charge does. I think I got a
Installation chamber. Let me weave you a verse.
yeah, lunar charge is showing up. Interesting. I think I got a tutorial for it though. She seems useful. Like off-field electro for the new whatchamacallit, the new thing. What is lunar charge though? Lunar charge, when electro meets hydro and under certain other conditions are met, a special lunar charge reaction occurs and a thundercloud forms. This thundercloud will continuously release bursts of lightning. This damage can trigger crit hits. Okay, so okay. I wonder if this is going to be something that can happen rare with any normal electro or hydro reaction, or if it's character specific, like with just an Effa right now, obviously. I don't know. I would like it to be not tied to a character, right? I feel like tying a new reaction to one character kind of sucks. I guess we can just do Citlali real quick. I've done Citlalis before, but we can just quickly run through it. But I feel like tying a new reaction to one specific character really sucks, right? Like, yes, reactions are tied to characters, but that's just because oh my god, the lag. But that's just the game.
Return to the skies.
Like, obviously reactions are tied to characters, but that's just because of the
Take me up.
you know, that's just because of characters have specific
I'm
elements,
tired
right? Not
already.
because they are special. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know if that's frames or if that's like connection issues. I don't think it's connection issues. I don't see why it would be. But yes, I'm pulling Citlali. I don't know. I would just prefer Citlali. Ineffa does seem fun, but personally, Citlali just seems more fun, you know?
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh.
Come on out. Gotta dash.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Mighty mythical beast.
And honestly, I would be totally down to build a Gaming melt team. If I, when I get around to building Gaming, I want to do melt,
Get him.
right? I don't want to not do melt. I feel like melt would be the most fun way to play Gaming. So, it's because I'm just on like that cryo grind right now, right? I've been loving my cryo characters.
Suffer the wrath of Eastleigh.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't actually know what Citlali does. Like, I don't know what she does buff wise. I know she does. She's like shield and good cryo unit, but like I don't know what buff she does. But I don't care. I just like it, Citlali as a character, a lot. So I will be pulling for Citlali instead of Ineffa. I do think Ineffa would be really fun, but I definitely want to pull for Citlali instead. Is there a new map region? I could have. Oh yeah. How do you get over there? I wonder. I mean, I could probably just walk. Couldn't I? Like, I don't see why I couldn't do that. I have this I can see it in the distance. I have this character called Farina. So realistically, I should just be able to kind of walk over there. Is it I have to know if it's possible now that I've seen it. You know, I typically when a new region comes out, I like to explore it in these videos, just like take a look at it. I have no idea what the fuck this, like how you're meant to get over here. So I guess we're going to find out. Or I guess we're gonna see if you can just walk over there. You could always use Kokomi for this. Maybe if there are wave riders in Natlan, you could do that. Ooh, voice crack. I don't know if there are wave riders in Natlan though, so. But you could use Kokomi. You could ice bridge, probably. I don't see why you couldn't. If walking there works, then there's no reason ice bridging shouldn't work, you know? But I guess I'll just speed this footage up. And it'll be funny. I also just really don't want to do any quests in this video. I would much rather save those to either make a different, make its own video, or do it alone, right? Quests are very much things that are either like not even guest quests, but also the event. Like I have a feeling either the event or the Archon quest takes you here, but I don't know which one does. And I get the feeling the event most likely would be the correct option, but I would also just like to kind of see if I can walk over there. It's very funny. And hey, as long as you don't mess up a arena reset, like a skill reset, you're completely fine. And you don't switch characters on accident. I'm surprised I haven't been kicked back to land yet. I'm gonna be honest. Where like, oh my god, there's a teleport waypoint.
Keywords detected. All food, lodging, and entertainment expenses will be fully covered during the trial period.
There was a teleport waypoint this whole time. I am blind. I don't think
What are you waiting for? Next stop, Tenochtitlan.
I don't care if I'm on. I would like to explore, but this seems like an event thing. I don't really want to like ruin the event. I want to grab this statue though. I think this is looking like a cool area. I love Natlan, so I have no problem with more Natlan. Really. I didn't know that we were gonna. Oh, this looks like a pretty big area too. That's really cool. Okay, that's like, that's probably like Natlan. I think this is probably like about Natlan size, and then Octocon is probably about this. So that's pretty good. That's pretty much 5.7. It wasn't 5.7. Whatever update this came out in, I don't remember. Whatever update this came out in is, it looks like a that size update for the new region, which is very cool. Obviously, I don't want to explore this. This looks like it's inherently tied to the event. So I won't spoil myself too much, but I wanted to come over here anyway just to see it. I don't know, man. Anyway, I do want to go before we go gamble. I want to go here because okay, let's look at the Statue of Toma. Now this should finally be updated. This really should have been updated like 3 patches ago, but I can finally offer my freaking rewards to it and get more pulls. Like I don't have a lot of sigils, but like still I've had those 2 sets of sigils for so long and it's been so annoying having them in my inventory, not being able to use them. Okay, anyway, it's gambling time. You know, the reason everybody plays this game. So I have 10 pity from when I last pulled on this banner. As you can see, 10 pity. I have just about enough wishes. I have enough wishes to go to pity again. So, and then a little extra. So maybe if we don't get 50-50, we get early. We can go for that. 95 plus 12, 107 right now. So yeah, plus 5 more here if I need them. I'm not opposed to using this, but we're going to start off with going to pity. So this will be 20 pity right here. Of course, and any of the 4 stars are useful. I like all of them, so that's fine. Path swords, anything at all, really. Official con, that's really good. I need official constellations. I have a very low constellation of all the 4 stars, so I'm perfectly fine with anybody. And that gives us a calculator. Okay, 30. Cho, that's really good. I need his constellations too. More 4 stars. Give me a Sethos Khan right here. Official again. That's really good. I like that. That was pretty early. There could be another 4-star in this set. I think that was 3, so there's a little bit of a chance. Nope. Okay. I believe that was 40, so this is 50. Of course. Man, no Sethos Khan still. Widzith, that's fine. I do have a Widzith I can refine, I think. It might be R5 already. I think that's probably it. Yep. 60. Of course, I'm gonna make sure I'm pulling on the right banner. I'm gonna be honest. I forgot to check. Another official card. Okay, there's probably another 4-star, considering that was the second pull. Because it's 1 in every 8. So there, when it was 2, there's still 8. So it'll be the final. Well, no, really. Okay, that's surprising. Yeah, I am. Okay, that was 60. This is 70. We're getting right into pity territory. Okay, we'll probably do Sethos. Cool. Okay, there's probably another 4-star then. Hopefully. No. The bell. That sucks. Okay, that was 70. We'll do single pulls now. 71. I just like to do this. This is how I like to do wishes. 72. 4-star. Okay. Sethos again. 73. Okay. 74. Okay, another 4-star. This is really good 4-star luck. Another official. 75. There's our give me the Citlali. You know you want to. Oh. Gene constellation. That sucks. All right, well, we're back down to 0 pity with 42 wishes, and then I can get another 10. So 52 more wishes. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. 52 more wishes to try to get Citlali today. I don't know if it'll happen, but we could get really lucky with early if we I got incredibly lucky with early pity on Skirk though. So I am not like gonna be complaining, but I have 20 days and 19 hours to get more wishes, right? I really does not matter if I get Citlali right this moment, but we will spend the rest of our pulls on Citlali. She is quite literally the last character that I am actually know for a fact I want to get. After Citlali, I do not know who I'm going to pull for next. So 10. Of course, I've been getting incredible luck with the 4-stars. Very few off banners. Some really good constellation gets. A little low on the Xing Cho front. I would have liked a lot more Xing Cho constellations because I know he is somebody you definitely want to get to. There's Sethos. You definitely want to get Xing Cho to C6 20, and I just don't have. He's one of the characters whose constellations I just don't have. So I would really like more Xing Cho appearances, but right now it's been a lot of Sethos and a lot of official, which is not bad. Stringless, that's actually not terrible. Stringless is a good weapon, and I don't need a lot of them, but I like a lot of them. 30. Yep. I know. Oh, official. I know having a 5-star, like pulling for a 5-star in the video, another stringless as well. I know pulling a 5-star in the video makes for like more entertainment and actually interesting pulls. 50, but I don't particularly care personally. I don't know, it's just like I want to do these pulls now, and if I'll just be pulling throughout the rest of the week, right? Another official. Okay, we might be C6 official, honestly. Like that's a lot of officials. Yeah, we are C6 official. So we got some more wish returns. And this is 60. Okay, no 5-star appearance. That kind of sucks. I think we'll convert everything else that we have. We are getting 5 free pulls later down the month. A Fav great sword, not bad. Would have preferred if it was a normal Fav sword. I need more. I only have 2 of those. I just really Xing Cho, finally. Another Xing Cho constellation. He decided to make an appearance right at the end. And I believe we have another 5 wishes. Plus, I guess I'll just go ahead and turn these. So we have another 70 or another 7. So I believe this is like 60, a little over 60 pity. We'll be getting the 67 pity. So this will be like soft pity. We could see one, we could not, so it doesn't particularly matter. Nope. And usually I'm nervous when I'm pulling, but for some reason right now I'm just completely fine. I don't really know why. I think I've done this so much recently. 3 final ones. No, not even any purples, so that makes sense. We've seen a ton of purples. All right, and final wish for right now, unless there's some way I can scrounge around a couple more primos. Nope. Okay, we're about 67 pity, I would say. I don't no, I don't know what pity we're at. So we have C6, the C6 official now, which is awesome. Like, that's really good. We have C3 Xing Shou, which is not terrible. Sadly, that's not like, I had C1 and we got C2, so that's actually pretty good. It decreases resistance, increases the length of time that they are. That would be, yeah, like C6 would be great. Gene, we have C1 Gene. Okay. I thought I already gotten a Gene constellation, but apparently not. And then my boy Sethos all the way over here at the back of the pack. He got up to C3, which is good. From C0, I got my Sethos. My C0 Sethos copy came from the event where you got him for free. So getting him to C3 is really good. C6 official is actually pretty amazing. I am quite happy with that. She is a character I like to use, so getting a C6 official is good. Xing Shou I would have liked to see a little bit more of, because like Xing Shou is really useful at C6. And then Sethos getting up to C3 is also good because he was C0, so that's fine. Yeah. I can try to scrounge around a couple more primos. I don't know how, because like, don't get me wrong, there's things I can do, but I don't know if I want to do those things, you know? You know what? Screw it. We'll go take a look at the new area, do a little bit of exploring, try to grab a couple primos. Can I freaking get rid of this? Hold on. This thing is annoying me. All right, let's go to the new area. I will explore a tiny little bit, try to get the few primos I need for this one more pull. And then if that doesn't get us anything, we'll be okay. This area is kind of interesting. I like these little goofy guys. They're just kind of goofy, you know? They don't really do much aside from exist. I really think I'm kind of spoiling this entire thing for myself, but who cares? This is like a multi-day long event. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Oh, you just think, I think you just kind of paint it whatever you want. All right, this should be enough. Yes, it would be really funny if this got Citlali. Okay, one final pull of the video. It's just a purple. Well, at least it's a purple. Have Lance, that's not that bad. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Okay, well, no Citlali in this video, which kind of sucks. But I'll have to wait until the history updates, of course. I do not know. I'm still here. This takes a while to update. So I'll have to do the pity count. I think it's about 67. I don't know exactly, but we'll obviously find out. Well, that's the update so far. Of course, I didn't actually like do anything that like is important to the update, but it is the update. This area is very cool. I actually really like it. So this is such a that's the thing though. I love Natlan. So I think if you don't like Natlan, you're probably not gonna be super impressed with this area, but I love Natlan. So like, this is really cool. I really like this area. The new little guy is kind of fun. I don't know. I feel like the challenges are going to be really weird because you don't know like what colors ask for. So I think you just kind of do whatever. and it'll work. You know, this will probably be the place the thumbnail is, by the way. This is just a nice view. I actually really like Inefa. I did not expect to like Inefa as much as I do, but I actually like her quite a lot. I think she's pretty cool. The new reaction kind of goes crazy. I think my problem with the new reaction, I don't have a problem with the new reaction, but like I'm kind of confused behind the idea because at the end of the day, it's just electrocharged, but like better. So why? You know, why make a reaction that is just an existing reaction but better, right? I feel like a new reaction should be a completely new reaction, right? Some two things that don't react together normally, or like a new kind of element that's like I don't know if they should add like a new base element, but like a twist on an element, right? Like imagine if it wasn't lunar electrocharge, right? Imagine if it was lunar electro was the new element, and then anything that kind of electro was used in would then become lunar as well. So lunar overcharged or lunar overload, lunar lunar electrocharge, of course, lunar hyperbloom, stuff like that. And I think locking the element behind a character kind of sucks, but I can see I get why they do it, but like still it kind of sucks. I don't know. I like Inefa though. I think she's actually a pretty cool character. At least from what she did. She looked fun. I'm obviously not going to be pulling her, but yeah, I don't know. Pull her if you like her at the end of the day. Like that's all you can do in this game is pull whoever you like. That's why I'm pulling Citlali. I don't know what Citlali does, but I really like Citlali's character, so I pull Citlali. In terms of the quest, I don't know if I'm going to be making a video on the event. I don't know if I want to do that, mainly because the event is like really long, and I don't think one video would be able to cover it, especially if I made it soon, right? So I think I'll just do the event on my lonesome. Try to get primos for characters. So I think that's just what's gonna happen. Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap it up. I don't particularly want to do anything else. Yeah. Oh wait, viewpoint. Bang. God, these are so cool. I wish you could save these, right? Like, they're so awesome. But anyway, I think that's gonna wrap this up. I don't particularly think there's anything else I need to do. You know, I don't think there's anything else that I want to do. Boink. So yeah, I'll see you Friday. Weekly recap. We're farming Citlali things because I will get my hands on Citlali. Right now we're farming her boss. I'm about halfway through it. I think you need 46, right? I'm at 27, so we're about halfway through it. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you Friday. Weekly recap if you show up. Anyway, for real now, I'll see you. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Have fun.